We give you the real, raw,
and
unapologetic, real, raw, uncut, and unapologetic versions of ourselves.
What you say?
I don't fucking know.
See?
That
I worry about
Put
me.
that shit up.
I locked out.
For 5 minutes.
Kiara,
where's your phone? Where is your phone? This is nuts. That shit. She said I'm locked out.
I'm locked.
Yo, Shaggy. Yo, cuz. Family. Yeah, I know this. I mean, say family. Sure. If I want to me, hate a fern killer. Me no believe in a fern killer. Family. I mean, say family. Sure. Me love me family, them to me heart. Me only dear one of them. Preaching dead to the end, dead from me start. Me real better them.
Hey guys.
Welcome to the Real Pillow Talk podcast,
where we discuss the real, the raw, uncut, and unapologetic versions of ourselves. You know, that girl together friendship.
Period.
All right, so we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Ready?
I guess.
All right. So, why am I doing all the talking?
Hello guys, so my name is Diamond. I'm the youngest out of the whole entire group.
She is.
We're all four best friends.
My name is Kiana. I'm the oldest. I would say the mom of the group.
The grandma.
Shut up. I'm Janelle. I'm the second oldest, and I don't know what to say.
I'm Kiara, and I'm lit as fuck.
She lit. I think I'm the wild card. We're gonna go with that. All right, so yeah, we're here on the first episode of the podcast. I guess we could just discuss like why we're starting it.
Yeah, so we're just gonna introduce ourselves.
All right, so we did that.
Who are we and why are we here?
We're here for the podcast.
Why we chose to do this?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So
Right, so
just bear with us. We're nervous.
All of us.
We're nervous.
All right. So So why we starting a podcast?
What's the real reason we came up with this podcast?
All right, so I guess I'll go first. So I feel like the reason why I want to start the podcast is I feel like not everybody has the friendship that we have. Like we all go through shit. We've all been through shit. We've all grown through shit together. And it's not easy being a group of girls in a friendship. Because I feel like you have females that's friends and they're envious towards you. They pretend to be your friends, and we don't have none of that. So I feel like I just want to show the versions of us that not everybody would be able to have or turn to when it comes down to having friends.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely right.
Yep. Who wants to go next? I said my part. It's y'all time to shine.
So we basically we don't really have like a vision of how we want our podcast to go. We just want y'all to welcome y'all into our lives, basically. So we're gonna be kind of vulnerable. Some days it's gonna be great. Some days are gonna be bad.
Period.
But you're still gonna get the raw us.
Uncut.
This is not fake. We're not doing this just because. We're doing it because we want to show the world who we are and what we're gonna be. And I see us growing. I do.
Yes.
We're all
We're
growing.
just gonna be sharing our
Personal.
lives. It's gonna get personal.
It is.
It is. It really
Very
is.
I'm scared.
From top to bottom.
I'm scared.
And it's uncut. Right?
I'm scared.
And I feel like this podcast is definitely gonna take a big
Like
How
it's
should
gonna be
I
like
say,
it's gonna be like a big
shoot
term.
off.
Yep.
like the first couple episodes is gonna be and followers here and there, but as we go along, it's definitely gonna shoot up to be a bigger podcast. And eventually, we'll soon put our jobs.
We don't know what we're gonna grow into yet.
Oh,
It's gonna
our
be
jobs,
something
that's
for
it.
sure.
Yes, definitely.
Our job is
That's the
one of the
goal.
main things.
Yeah.
And one of the main things is just to see how different we all are and how it all works together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about
Like
this
we all have
friendship.
different
Yeah,
personalities.
We do.
We're so
Let
different.
me tell you something. We are funny as hell. But
The
she
nerve.
All right. So we just want to jump into it. Like we just.
So
wanna-
let's do
How
mental
y'all been?
health.
How
So
y'all
yeah,
week
so we're
this?
just gonna start off with like mental health check-ins and see how everybody's week been mentally.
I'm gonna start off with
She's starting.
I'm starting.
She's starting. I'm nervous.
How should I say it? My week been. I would say it's been okay. You know? I'm still alive. Grateful to be here. Mental check.
What is it out of 1 to 10? What's your mental
Men-
check right now?
Man,
Like on the scale from 1 to
scale
10.
of 1 to 10. I'm be honest with y'all, so to be honest, I'm at a 3 right now, to be honest.
Why though?
Life.
Life is
lately
life.
been kicking my ass. Kicking my ass. But I'm still here, still following through, still being strong. If I wasn't the person I am right now and being strong, I wouldn't be there. So I thank God that I am here. And I'm just gonna take stuff day by day. Make sure that 3 turns into a 10. So that's how I feel right now. Just taking life day by day. That's all I can do.
Man,
Kiana.
that just hit me. I'm like, she said she gonna turn a 3 to a 10, right? Mental health for me this week. I don't know. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. I would say right now, I'll say a 5 out of 10. And I feel like it's up and down. I say that because I feel like some days I wake up and I'm okay. And I try to look at the good aspects of life. But then some days I wake up and I don't want to be bothered. Like, do y'all feel like that too? Like, y'all?
Yeah.
I could really.
Yeah, so definitely a 5 out of 10.
It'll be those little moves like
Right.
1 minute you're good,
And then
Yeah,
out of
that's- out of
nowhere,
nowhere,
it's
it's
like
just-
pink. Like, wait, what? I thought I was
like
trying
just
to.
life just
Mm-hmm. Like,
knock you right back into reality.
it's not even that. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you going through shit mentally, and then you get that moment like there's other people that's going through worse shit than you, and you try to be grateful for where you're at in life.
That's true.
But
That's true.
on a happiness level, 5 out of 10.
I'll say for me, I'll say I'm about a 5 as well, because I'm going through a lot of changes right now with just everything. I'm like doing a whole 180. So being in the midst of career change and life change and everything is just a lot to balance and try to maintain a steady, like just a steady pace. So I think that's why the ups and downs, like some days is sometimes you have the victories and then sometimes it's like setbacks, especially when you doing changes. So those highs and lows moments is a lot to balance, and then also trying to be there for everybody at the same time. It's like
Heart.
it's a lot to take
That
care
part.
of yourself, and everybody else is
Girl.
like, what do you do? So it's just a lot of that.
So
I
it's
gotta
like
piggyback
as you
off
take
of
care of
that.
other people who's really there,
Exactly.
helping to take care of you.
Because it's like it's like putting on this persona that you're fine, and you have to put shit to the side when it goes down for you for other people, and
Yes.
that's not healthy.
And especially being the oldest of 5 siblings, like I have to show up. I have to. I don't have a choice. I don't have no older sibling to go to like, hey, how did you do this? How do you do that? I have to be that for all of them. So it's like I'm trying to change and open new avenues for them. Things that our parents didn't do for us. I'm taking that on my belt. So it's like it's a lot. It's just a lot to just try to be, especially when you're still learning yourself. So I would say that's where I'm at right now.
Kiara, now ain't the time.
My mental health level right now,
Speak up so people can't hear you.
they could hear me. My mental health
There's
level
one
is
right
at
now.
a 2. And I don't know. I'm like going through a lot mentally, and it's hard. It's very hard. These past 3 years have, yeah.
That's where we are.
So
It's okay, man. You're good over there.
Oh no!
You okay? Good.
Oh, Lord
wait,
Jesus,
we starting
not-
off early with the
started
waterworks.
Shut up.
And it's crazy, but it's okay to cry. 'cause
it is. You have to let that
If
shit
you're
out.
not crying, letting stuff out,
Yes, you're
It's-
holding
it's
it
gonna-
in.
you're holding it
You're
in.
holding it in.
it's gonna build up, and then one day you're just gonna explode. You're not
Water
gonna
is
know
just so
what-
purifying in every
what to
form.
do.
Every form. So
So yeah,
I feel
it's
bad
okay
for people.
if
I
cry.
feel bad for people that cannot cry. That's who I feel bad
People like
for,
that
so.
scare me. Show some emotion. Making me nervous.
True, but sometimes some people don't know to show out the emotions or
That's true. They
express the
don't
emotion.
know how to. Yeah, that's understandable.
They think
as well.
is holding everything in instead of
Yeah.
letting it out. That's the only
And
way they know.
sometimes it's not easy to be so vulnerable. That's why it's like it's good to
Mhm.
have a healthy foundation and healthy relationships, because when you hit those walls and it's like, okay, who can I be vulnerable in this one? Who can I trust to lay some of this burden on? Like,
You can't trust
You
everybody.
you
cannot.
can't. And you can't. So
Telling you, you could be thinking that you're doing
Can't
something
trust
by
nobody.
venting to somebody, and the moment
The
y'all fall out,
loyalty ain't there.
it's not. It's definitely not.
all right, what's next?
We just gonna jump into the topic.
You gotta scroll up on the thing.
So,
we already did everything pretty much.
Move that.
so right
yeah.
now we're on self
What
love.
was it? When was the last time you felt happy and alive?
Last night when I was turned up,
Y'all, we went to a pool party.
I was turned up. Listen,
You guys so like that.
we had a time last night. Ooh wee.
To be honest, felt alive. I mean, I'm gonna go back to 2018. Reason that was my first heartbreak. My grandmother, first closest person that I lost, and I actually see it happen in front of me. That heartbreak, it just tears everything inside of you into pieces. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Right? Like your chest is just caving in. That one person who's been there for you your whole entire life, there for you up and down, motivate you, just everything. My grandmother was basically my mother. She took care of me. She was there whenever she needed me. So to see her pass away in the hospital in front of the whole entire family and take her last breath, not being able to try to help her while she was hurting the whole time, that day changed everything completely. My whole life took a turn. But I grew from 2018 to 2023. I'm not the same person I was, but like I always say, can't rush things. You gotta take stuff day by day. So that's the last time I felt like I've been alive and happy, because it's been a long journey. So it was like Kiana said earlier, it's like one day you're good, one day you're not. So it's like when can I finally be like happy, like full blown out happy without having to worry about anything? It'll soon come.
That's impossible though. Like I think I really sit down and I think about shit like that. I'm like, are there any perfect days? No, there's none. Like I feel like every day, and that too. But I feel like there's always gonna be something that's gonna happen to you on a daily basis, whether you wake up happy or not. There's gonna be that one thing that's just gonna feel like a setback every day. I don't know how to explain it.
It's like my psychology professor, she told me you have to find motivation within yourself. You can't find motivation within other people or like objects. It has to be something that you feel. Like every day we have to motivate ourselves, whether we want to get out of bed, whether we want to take a shower or not, whether you want to, like, do you want to go to work? What outfit are you going to wear? It's basically like choices that you're making on a daily basis. Do you want to talk to people? What hairstyle you want to wear? Or
That don't make me
Which
sad.
was
I can't figure it out. No, that's a sad.
No, trying to find an outfit.
No, for
let
When
me
you
real.
tell
when you're looking in a
you.
closet full of clothes, like I have nothing to wear.
And they all got tags on it.
That's the
Yes,
thing.
that's annoying.
Every place you go it calls for a different outfit.
Yes.
I don't care if I got 100 pairs of outfits with that you can make a different style out of order them. I don't got nothing to wear.
No.
So I'm ordering something.
I'm
or
like,
I'm not going.
What you wearing?
Seriously.
You could have a million black pieces, and it's like, no, that's not the right black piece that I want to wear.
For real.
I'm over here thinking. I'm like, I don't know. I honestly can't remember the last time I was happy. I feel like that sucks to say. Like, genuinely happy.
When Jace was born.
Girl, let me tell you something. I feel like I'm about to get real selfish real quick. Because I'm the only person that is in this group that has a kid. And I feel like it's sad to say that having him was not my happiest moment because the shit that I went through. And y'all know what I went through was not easy, especially being a single parent and confiding in somebody to have that kid with, and you felt like it was all perfect just for you to get pregnant, and it was like a big fuck you in your face.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that was a big, like, huge fuck you. So I feel like my entire time that I was pregnant, it was like the worst time of my life when it was supposed to be the happiest. And when I had Jace, you would think that it was my happiest moment, but it's like when I had him, I had no connection to him. I've never opened up to this and told anybody. I think I told one person, but I think it took me like a month or so to even realize, like, all right, I just had a kid. Like, this is my kid. This is my blessing. Like, when I was pregnant with him, of course, you know, you're happy for the movements and, you know, having a baby inside of you. Like, that's a connection here. But I didn't have a real connection when he came out. So that honestly wasn't the happiest time of my life at all. Because it's like you go from being able to do whatever you want to do, going out whenever you want to, and having that freedom to like, now, damn, I'm a mom. And that's a big change for somebody.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this shit for 5 years by myself.
And you're doing
Exactly.
a pretty damn good
That's what I'm
job.
saying. So it's like,
You're the best mother ever.
it's like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly not, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, that was the happiest moment of my life, because it was not. Like, I had regrets because I was freaking 21 and pregnant. That's the time that you're supposed to be living your life and partying. And I just feel like I had to grow up from being the person who had nothing to do but care for myself to caring for a whole human. Like, I went through nobody knew. I went through bad freaking postpartum depression. Like, I was losing my hair. I was freaking going. I thought I had alopecia. I said, Lord, no. I said I done had a kid. Now I have alopecia. It was a whole bunch of shit. But yeah, no. Like, I went through bad postpartum depression. Like, there was times where he could be crying in the crib, and I would pay him no mind, because it's like, you already have to do all of this. You're breastfeeding. You have to figure out. I was going through the hardest time. It came to a point where I was in school and I had to choose between me eating and him eating. And nobody knew that. Like, I had to drop out of school because I wasn't making enough money. I was serving. Buying diapers was hard. Buying wipes was hard. Like, everything was hard. So it was like, I can't sit here and say that was the happiest time, because at that moment when it should have been my happiest time, I was going through the worst shit that I've ever went through in life. So, as I said, I don't think I've experienced, like, happiness in life yet. And I feel like that's kind of sad to say, because I'm the youngest, and out of all my siblings, I am spoiled. But genuinely, I have not been happy at all. Like, nothing has made me happy. But let me not lie. Jace is my prized possession now, though, because he's just like me. So, other than that,
for me, I feel the happiest when I'm back home in my country. I was born in Jamaica, and I'm still 100% attached. Like, 100% attached. When I'm home, it's like I'm a whole different person. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. But I was just home last week for a week, and my flight got canceled, and I didn't care. I was like, cancel it again. Like,
I'm starting to think Janelle wanted to stay
I
out
didn't
there.
care. I was like, I hope it get canceled again, and it got delayed again. I was like, delay it some more, because I was just
That girl
I
back
was
there
just
is not
outside, and just the air is different, the food is different, my mental is better. Like, waking up early in the morning and going out to the beach and just sitting in the beach for hours was just the best feeling.
Fresh air,
It was just the best feeling, and It was like as soon as you come back, it's like everything just
You gotta worry about bills.
Yeah,
you gotta worry
everything,
about
and
this.
it's like
It's crazy.
Everything
it's like
pauses in that
I'm in
moment.
that position. I'm just trying to decide what my next move that I make. I'm trying to decide where do I truly want to be, because home is calling me like crazy. Like it's calling me.
There's
bad.
no place
So,
like home.
Do you think you would ever like? Because you know, like how some people when they get older, they retire and they move down there.
I want to go now. It ain't no when I'm older.
Well,
I want to go now.
with you. Where you?
I wanna go now.
I wasn't asking it for you. I'm asking it for me.
I wanna go
I know
home
you
too.
leaving. I'm coming too.
I wanna go home.
So yes, that's so. I feel the happiest when I'm at home, in my island, Jamaica.
One love. Let's get together. We need to play that song.
No, we don't. We gonna get copyrighted.
We need to play the instrumental.
Like I didn't even take any pictures. I was just busy.
That's how you know you was on your best vacation.
I didn't take no
The ones that
pictures.
you
My
don't take
phone
no
was in the corner
pictures,
somewhere the whole time. Like,
You was
I feel
enjoying
like
yourself.
When you do that, you have to live in the moment.
Cause some people, I feel like people just record to prove a like.
to prove
yeah,
a point.
to show that
Yeah, like, I'm
on the
doing this,
move
yeah.
and trying to put up on social media. I don't care about social media. Like
Y'all
So-
forced me to bring back my
Let me tell you
Instagram.
something.
I ain't have an Instagram for a whole year.
Right?
A whole
I don't know how
year.
y'all did that.
Right.
Yeah.
I
To
think
be
the
honest,
longest.
It was
without social
good.
media, to be honest,
Like-
I'm gonna be honest. Kiara, she motivated me after we went on that Costa Rica trip for my birthday. I'm not gonna lie, she motivated me to stop doing social media because it was basically taking up too much time.
It's refreshing.
It's taking
like,
your
your
time away
mental,
from your
yeah.
actual life.
you get to think
Oh, out
for
of track.
yourself.
And then you wake up, you scrolling. You in the bathroom, you
Right.
scrolling. You
I
at
don't
work
think people
scrolling.
understand how much social media has an impact
Yeah.
on your life. Like it's like there's people on social media that I know post everything that they're doing from sun up till sundown.
And some posts make you like envious. I don't want to. That
Because
yeah.
you
Because you be like, why I don't got that? And I'm
Exactly.
doing this, and she didn't do nothing, but
Yeah.
she got what I want. So it's like,
I'm so
social-
mad about them PPP loans.
yo.
Girl,
I should have did it.
For
I
real.
should have did it.
Yeah.
I seen everybody talking about it on social media. I said I won't be that. I won't be the statistic. But now I feel stupid because I feel like that was my opportunity to get out the hood.
I think my neighbor got a PPP loan too.
Don't hear that. Don't hear that. Don't
She
hear that
going
one.
down.
I ain't got to hear about, but tell me on the side. I want to know.
I'm about to tell you.
Tell me on the side.
Mhm.
But yeah, a year without social media is definitely
Mhm.
it was good for me. I was able to focus more because I was literally always on social media, either Facebook or Instagram, scrolling, liking. I never really posted, but I was. Just
I don't
always,
have Facebook.
I was just always scrolling and what's the name? Other than that,
I haven't had Facebook for 3.5 years.
a year off was very good.
Yeah.
But
The last time I felt happy and alive, I don't know. I don't know.
It's crazy. I feel like everybody has different ways that they heal. When you get a topic like this and you really have to sit back and you have
Yeah.
to think about it, you're
I
like,
don't
damn, when
remember.
did I actually feel like
because we don't ever take the time to actually.
you
think, like,
don't? We don't have the
You
time
don't
to
have
think. That's the
time.
thing.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're born, you are literally programmed.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, all right, you go through your childhood years, and I feel like they don't teach you real life shit in school. Like, they teach you, they don't.
They just
Well,
throw
they
you
do-
to the
they
wolves.
take all
Like,
your
yeah.
money.
Put these
They
books
don't
in your
Nothing.
head, and
when
when
you
you
get
out.
into the real world,
Yeah.
you don't know nothing.
don't.
And
know
one thing I
nothing
have
at
to say
all.
about
all.
like the American public school system, they don't teach you anything. 'Cause
They
I can
don't.
honestly say
It's a scam.
I left Jamaica when I was in the 4th grade, and the stuff that I was learning in the 4th grade in Jamaica is what they were teaching in high school here. So the public school system is just it sets you up for
Failure.
It does. It really does.
It do. And then some of the teachers, they be like, oh, I'm coming. Some of the teachers, they be like, I'm gonna get paid whether or not you learn or not, and that's sad because y'all not
And
here to
some of
teach us.
them
Y'all
have
just here for a
real
check.
should not be teaching kids.
Yeah.
They
That's
don't
all I'm
have the
saying.
patience.
Not even the patience. They not mentally stable.
Yes, like
Those
our
need to
old
be teaching
professor,
kids.
our old teacher
Listen.
from U.S.
Listen.
history,
What was his name? Mr.
No, listen,
Kawhi?
Mr. Morgan.
He
Who the
speaks
fuck is Mr.
people.
Morgan?
Yo.
No, we're gonna hear this today. We in high school no more.
Let me tell you something.
from
No.
there.
Wait, hold on. Right, on site.
But they don't know what
it.
school we went to. Mr. Morgan was crazy. He tried to kick me out the class every day.
You remember
He
Mrs.
called my
Smith
mom
from elementary
every
school?
day,
The
like
Spanish
for
teacher.
no
Remember?
reason.
Let me tell you something. I ever catch Shorty on the street. It's for her and her kids.
I'm crying.
It's on
Not the
site.
Not the
They
kids. She said, "Fuck you and fuck
I
them
was
kids."
trying to choke at that door. Nobody's off limits.
Kiana.
Nobody's off limits. Everybody's catching hands. I don't care.
Our
said
final
what I
one.
said.
Our
What is
final
that?
topic.
These are
Healing
these are the real
journeys.
fighters out here.
All right, wait.
Who?
before
I
we-
don't fight.
Before we
Fight.
before we go
She
into
fight,
that, I just want to talk
and
about
she
healing
fight.
journeys, right? Because I
When
feel
was
like
the-
everybody has different ways that they heal.
Like, when was the
I
last
can
time you
honestly
cried?
say for myself that I've never taken the time to heal from anything. And it's not just like relationship wise. It's from like shit that people do to me, friendships, family problems, all of that. I've never taken the time to heal from anything because the way I've grown up around my family, it's always been like once you go through shit, you get over it. Life's not ending. It's not
Mhm.
over. You're alive, you're breathing, and that's it. And I feel like I've taken that into my adult life. So I've never taken the time to heal from anything. I just be pushing everything back. And I feel like that's what be making my anxiety and depression act up.
And
It's
then
like
we're off. We have like Caribbean backgrounds,
background, and it's
so
not
our
easy.
family, they don't really know, like, they, if you depressed, they think that's a big thing. Why you depressed for? You have a roof over your head, you have food, you have clothes, like
Okay,
they don't
belly
care.
full.
Right, they be like, what are you depressed for? You're alive. Like, that's not enough though. It's not.
But yeah, so what's y'all healing like? How do y'all heal from shit?
I'm still healing. Like, I don't know. It's not I don't think there is like a process. It's just,
I feel like
it's
there's
hard.
there's some people out here that really take time to themselves and heal. Like they
Yeah.
find themselves.
like, that's what I'm
That's
trying to
what
do
I do.
now.
I-
Yeah.
Take time to myself.
Not with
You gotta
me.
fix-
With
I
me, if I
change
go
up my
through-
routine and just
when I go
I'm
through
going
shit,
through a
I
lot.
shut down. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big problem of mine. Like, if something hurts me today, I'm not talking to nobody
Mm-hmm.
until I'm
and
ready
that's
to
okay
talk.
to take time within yourself to think. Because when
Mhm.
you're silenced, when you're talking more than you're listening, or like just going through something and trying to put it in the back burner.
Mhm.
And you're a
It's-
firecracker.
it's
You
gon- it's
fight
gonna
now,
find
talk
out
later.
that-
Tell y'all
She was like,
something.
fight now, talk
I
later.
am all of in this friend group. I think Janelle crazy too.
Yeah.
Janelle, you are crazy.
I'm the
I'm
only
not crazy.
sane
She
one.
is crazy,
I'm not crazy.
but
I'm the
I'm
only
an
sane
on
one.
site type of person because I feel like with me, I don't bother nobody at all. Like I feel like I'm a social butterfly, so I get along with everybody. So when I feel disrespected, that's when it's like I be getting mad. Like the mind be taking over. I be ready to beat people ass, and I feel like that's not good. I'm trying to change that because I'm a firecracker.
I used to be a fighter.
Who you was fighting? What days? I've known you for a very long
I'm
time.
crying.
I ain't
That means you
I
don't
never.
said,
know
who you was fighting? What day?
I
You don't know
ain't
me.
never seen
What
you
day did you
act
fight?
up.
That
Yo,
means you
Kiana,
don't
remember
know
that
me.
fight we got into high school?
Shut up.
Exactly.
We gonna have to save that for another time. We talking about the fight
Yeah.
when they had to get all the security guards on me. Lord Jesus, I think they still trying to get the security guards off me now. Because if I edit that out.
I'm not editing shit. That's going on the podcast.
Just saying.
Period.
But yeah,
Raw
what's y'all like
podcast.
all right.
This
More
is
so
out.
not like healing, but how do y'all handle shit? Like when y'all I don't want to say like when your feelings is hurt.
I take the high
Well,
road. You
my
gotta
feelings
take
is
the high road
always hurt.
sometimes.
Me, I forgive, but I don't forget, and I just try to
I feel
move
like
on.
when it comes to like, okay, it's different things. So if it comes to like setbacks, like say you're working towards something and you get a setback, it's like, all right, do you find a way around it and on to the next, or do you shut down and quit? So that's that part. And then it's like when it comes to people, if somebody disappoints you, it's like, do you say, okay, fuck everybody, or you just accept that that person is that way and then you just move on from them And when it comes to like it's just different with every situation how you deal with different things.
That brings me to my question. When was the last time you cried?
Do we really want to get into
Right,
it?
like
Yes, we do.
I'm a crybaby. I'm gonna say that I'm a crybaby.
I'm emotional too. Yeah.
I'm a crybaby. I don't
Last
care.
time I cried
I don't care. I'm a crybaby.
today.
If I'm crying, it's
Just
not
now.
because I'm emotional.
I
It's
just
because
cried.
I'm pissed.
Yeah,
And I
I
tell
cry.
people
I
this
cry.
all
I
the
cry when I'm
time.
mad.
Yeah.
That's the part too.
Like,
That's
Like
the
when
scary
I'm
part.
upset,
yes.
and
That's
I'm not crying because I'm hurt.
You
I'm
cry because I want to
'cause-
kill you.
Exactly.
Like,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm
And
ready to
that's
put
why
the
when I'm
hands on
Don't
upset,
think
you.
you hurt
I
my
have
feelings.
to walk
I'm
away
crying
when
because
I'm
I don't
upset.
know my limits and I don't want to hurt
Exactly.
you. Like,
So it's like,
don't
you
think
got
I'm a
about
punk.
5
I'm not a
seconds
punk.
to get out my face, or this gonna
For
get real
real.
illegal, and I'm gonna get
It's
locked
gonna go
up.
left real fast.
Exactly. But y'all already know the last time I cried.
I cried today. Just now.
When the last time
No.
I cried?
I'm like, what you was
But I
crying
cry. No,
for?
for real. I cry. I literally cry every day,
That's not
and I
good.
don't know why. Like, I don't know what's going on in my head. I just know that I'm not okay. So yeah.
I think it's because you're hurting. That's what it is.
Yes.
Because what you've been.
And it's like and being in having all the responsibilities that you have, you don't really have time to sit down and heal from things that hurt you. You have to wait because bills don't got time
They
for you to be
don't.
sad.
They
Like you
don't.
gotta get up and go to work with that broken
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah. Every day.
You gotta get
go
up
to
and
work
go to
with a
work.
broken heart.
And
Let
I
me
go
tell
to
y'all
work.
something.
Yes.
When
When
I'm
8 hour
going through stuff,
Yeah.
I'm taking 5
You gotta
breaks.
sit at the desk. Hi, how may I help you?
Right?
Yes. Welcome to
no,
blah blah blah.
absolutely not. When I go,
Like,
my coworkers already
no.
know, and I know they're gonna be watching this too. But they know when I'm not in a good mood. I need everybody to stay away from me. I don't want a
No.
patient to talk to me. Don't talk to me. Nobody talk to me.
That's like on Friday when I went to work. Like, I literally just walked through the door 10 minutes. And one of my coworkers, she walked up to me and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I think so." And then she was like, "Can I give you a hug?" It was just random. I had never talked, mind you, I never talked to this lady a day in my life. 'Cause I just started my new job 2 months ago. And she, just like a stranger to me, she just asked me, "Can she get a hug?" And I was like, "Okay."
I think it's
And I needed that hug that day. I really did. So I thank her for that.
so we're gonna revert back.
Wait, how would you describe your life in 3 words?
That's the last one.
Let me think about this.
I gotta go.
I have to go first. Let me think about this. it.
Describe my life in 3
3
words.
Dang. I don't know.
I'm gonna say for me, it's growing, changing, and learning. That's my 3 words for right now. Right now, today, that's my 3 words.
3 words.
What is with all these topics that got you thinking? I left my brain at home. I ain't got time for this.
I'm crying. You left your brain at
I
the pool
she
party.
left it at
I
yesterday.
She left it at the
right?
pool
I was
party.
Jersey turnpiking everywhere. Well, damn. We on a podcast.
What you doing?
What you said,
Wrong.
Diamond?
Oh,
What did she say?
She said I was trying to get at all them niggas.
Quiet.
Boy.
Don't let me,
Boy, we had a
let me
time
start-
last
don't
night.
Real stuff.
Don't let me start my
We
One
gonna
day.
post some
One
clips
day.
in our
The
video
big
of the pool
eggplants
party.
with
No,
the
y'all will
big
come to the whole
pockets.
party and just see how we just
Stay
definitely
tuned
do
for
that.
the next party.
3 words.
That's one thing though. We work hard, but we party harder. That's
For
one-
real.
I
We
could
been
say that.
partying like 1982 rock stars. But I like doing ratchet shit with my friends. So
Yep.
you gotta be. I only do ratchet stuff with people I'm comfortable with. I don't
Yep.
just go drinking with nobody. Like,
Yep.
3 words to
Those are
describe
my
my
three
life.
words.
I feel like right now I would say evolving. Dang. Crazy. Crazy is definitely one of them. And so evolving, crazy, and I don't know a third one.
That's fine.
3 words to describe my life. Changes. A word that I want to use. I don't know. I'm trying to gain strength. I'm still in the middle of gaining strength. And just happiness, I guess. I'm looking for happiness within myself.
You have to be.
Yeah.
I already discussed this. We
Mhm.
spoke about happiness.
We did.
It's within you.
Yeah. I'm trying
And
to
that
make it
is
come
through
out.
all aspects of life.
Mm-hmm.
You could walk through life and be unhappy and be searching for happiness from other people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have that happiness within yourself, you will never be happy.
Yeah, you
You
can.
cannot expect people to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to have happiness within yourself,
And then you share it
and
with
then you
your
share
friends.
with everybody else.
Shimmer, shimmer.
I feel like with the whole friend thing, I feel like you have to watch who you invite into your life too,
Mm-hmm.
because the people that you have in your life, you may not realize it, because you could call them your friends, family, whoever. Those be the main ones that be draining you and be preventing you from being happy.
Hindering your growth.
Yes,
and
because they're
hindering
just
your
taking.
growth.
Like it's like a
Exactly.
cup. People are taking,
And you
taking
keep,
and
you keep,
taking,
you have to pour into your own
and now
cup.
you're empty. You're empty, and nobody like
Praying for
how-
your downfall.
Right,
Yeah. You
right.
have to. You
Praying for your
definitely.
downfall.
You definitely have to
I was
surround
like, what's she doing?
yourself
It's raining.
around people who has stuff, who has like, who can bring stuff to your life, basically. Like you have
Add
to add
value,
those.
yeah.
You have to have
Yeah.
people
It
who
has to
add
be an
value
equal
to your life.
exchange. It can't be one person
Yeah.
more than the other.
Y'all need people that's friends that's gonna call you out on your bullshit. Not gonna be in your corner saying you're right all the time. You need friends
I
that's
hate
gonna
a yes
tell you that.
person.
Yes. Like tell me when I'm wrong.
I'm not gonna keep agreeing to everything that you're doing because you're stupid.
Mm-hmm. Like tell me when enough is enough.
What?
Yo, she in her corner. She's stressing it. She said loyalty.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Are you got any questions about anything? You have a question?
How do y'all feel about the outcome of the podcast? What we just did?
I'm excited. Now I'm excited. I was nervous
Now
in the
that you
beginning,
did
but
it,
now
Free your part. Go ahead.
It's just being
Being
so
vulnerable.
open and vulnerable to
To the
this
world.
I mean, I don't know how we don't know how far it's gonna get.
There's
But
a
I'm
bug
always,
in my drink. This is
I'm
disrespectful.
naturally a quiet person, and
Out of all of
when-
us, Janelle
True.
is more so to herself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very much to myself.
You're reserved.
So,
She is.
so without them, I wouldn't be doing nothing like this.
Nothing.
So.
Yeah, you
It's just
definitely-
about
I
the
don't
whole
think
being
none of us
vulnerable.
would be
Yeah.
doing anything like this. This is not something.
And that's exactly
yeah.
why it's called the Real, Raw, Uncut, and Unapologetic podcast, because you got to keep it raw. I feel like
Yeah.
everybody walk around with these fake personas,
Mhm.
trying to
Masks.
pretend. That's what I'm saying. Trying to pretend to be something that they're not.
Mhm.
It's
And
like
take a
if you
real
just
bitch to fucking
real
rip
bitch.
that shit off.
rip it off.
But like I
See
see
you.
you.
Rip me out the
I've been acting brand
Oh,
new.
yeah.
I see you.
Like I see
I see
behind
what
you.
you
You gotta-
You got that play the mask. I was about to say Eddie Murphy.
Son of
Lord.
the Mask. Son of the Mask.
No,
Jim
come on,
Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Oh.
They be walking around here like Jim Carrey, looking
Yup.
like him too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's your question?
So based off your whole topic of discussion today, for self-love and healing, you talked about pretty much childhood trauma. What would you say to your younger self right now?
Oh,
Going through your
To
healing
myself?
Keep going, champ.
Um,
It gets better.
Everything's gonna be okay.
I'm proud of you for overcoming
And I would
All the
tell
hurt.
her. Wait, my bad. Go ahead.
what you've been through.
And I would tell her that she's beautiful because I did not know that for a very long time. I would go back to her and just look at her and be like, "Stop it! You are beautiful."
You are
I'm
beautiful.
thinking because that was a deep question.
She's beautiful.
And y'all, I don't know.
I would tell my younger self I love her, because I don't hear that enough. Because you don't really hear I love you a lot in the Caribbean household.
That's true.
You don't. They don't really.
You don't get that affection.
Yeah, like they feel like they already doing enough.
Yeah.
Like so you don't hear the words I love you a lot.
My
Yeah,
family's
that's what
not
I
in
would
the
tell my
Caribbean, but
younger self.
that
You
even
know,
at my
you know.
household.
Yeah.
Now
The
I could say
background
I
and
grew
all
up
that.
around love, and I feel like I'm lucky because
One
I grew up
love.
with love on, like, you know how some people say I only grew up with love on one side of my family, but I had it up on my mother's side and my father's side, so I feel very lucky.
Coming from was from my grandparents. The,
I
the
saw her.
relationship
She came.
and the bond that they had was unbreakable. Unbreakable. Been together for I think 40, 50 years, something like that. I'm not too sure, but
My mom showed me
it was
love,
nothing
but I
unstoppable.
feel like I was wanting like a parent household.
Yeah, I think
'Cause when
a
you
lot
see-
of us.
Because
Yeah.
basically
Grew up
all
with
my
it.
But
friends always
Kiana
had
grew
that.
up in a two-parent
Let me tell you
She
household,
did. But that's a story for another
Right.
time.
Now we're gonna
Yeah.
get into that. No,
Yes, that's
two-parent
a story for
household,
another
two-parent
time.
household, so we'll get into that.
Oh, we
Yes.
gotta add that to the list.
We do.
Yes.
What would I say to my younger self? I don't know.
Yeah, if you saw a little Kiana right now, what would you say? Like, think about Madison. Like, what would you say?
I would tell her to set boundaries with everything in life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like I don't have any boundaries.
Okay.
And I won't say I allow people. I'm thinking. Because I don't allow people to take advantage of me.
But you
But I
give
feel
them.
like, I feel like
You
I
try to
give-
make people satisfied.
Yeah,
I give people chances. That's what I would say.
I
You
give
them.
I give too
yeah,
much chances.
Yeah.
And I feel like saying no is difficult because when I say no to certain stuff and I know it's good for me, I feel guilty about doing it.
Okay.
So I would definitely tell my younger self to set boundaries with anything that you do or come across in life. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna have you like you have you.
That's true.
So boundaries is definitely a thing.
Right. If
that I would
nobody
tell
got
myself
you,
to
you
have.
definitely gotta have yourself.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Like,
Ooh, she about to drop
who
it.
you
Drop
are
the
when you're by
banger.
yourself, when nobody's around, that's who you truly are. Everything else
They
is
ain't hear you.
just-
They ain't
Say it
hear you in the
again.
back.
Say it again. Say it again.
What
Say it again.
She a preacher.
Bullets, bullets.
At the end of the
Pop,
day,
pop, pop, pop.
at the end of the day, when you go home and look yourself in the mirror and you by yourself, that's who you truly are.
That's who you are.
That's who you are.
And you gotta act. Are you okay with being with yourself? Like that's.
And just
That's what
remember,
you have
whatever
to
you
really
put
do.
out in the world is whatever you get back.
That's the real, raw, uncut, and unapologetic versions of ourselves. Bloopers, bloopers, bloopers.
My eyes back on.
That's a big ass bud.
Put your right hand up, put your left hand up.
You said 3 words to describe ourselves.
Sorry.
You just do it.
It's a bug.
Wait, what the
It's a bug on my arm. It's crawling up my dress.
Wait,
The real, raw,
And
uncut.
Wait,
Oh,
we
yeah.
gonna get that together.
Unapologetic.
Alright.
And that's the real, raw,
and
unapologetic.
Wait, no, that's the